So I think one of the things that folks, when they come and listen to panels, it's not always rosy, and if we could do it over again, we'd do things differently. So I'd like to ask, Jamie, you've been at this a few years now. What's something that you've learned along the way that maybe if you were doing it over again, you might do a little differently?
So specifically, I'll talk about our implementation of Coveo, and the implementation team and the services team was terrific in helping us achieve our objective in launching, and they did everything that we asked for, which was great. But as we're moving to V2, we're now finding that some of those things that we asked for perhaps keeps us out of the baseline swim lane.
Got it.
And we as a software provider are always talking to our customers about staying baseline, be upgrade agnostic. And we found that we're not quite upgrade agnostic when it comes to our version of Coveo. So we are now reevaluating that so that we can be more in line and we don't have customizations that have a cost to maintain. So one thing that I would advise folks who are starting your Coveo journey is to keep that in mind as you look to the modifications and customizations that you'll be installing to make sure that you are, like I said, upgrade agnostic.
Okay. Nigel, same question for you. Like, what's something you've learned along the way or maybe would do differently?
Yeah, I spent most of my life probably implementing technology solutions, and I came to this startling resolution sort of a few years ago that technology is not the answer. I think as everybody sort of realizes, you've got to have incredibly strong disciplines around change management, business processes. You've got to make sure that that's in place, particularly with your people, and I've probably underestimated that in the past. Probably learned the hard way, but that real challenge, technology is not the nirvana. It's just part of the process. Incredibly important, particularly around when you're looking for efficiencies and you're looking for next sort of that innovative sort of drive that you're trying to create. It still comes down to people. It still comes down to processes. People are the most important thing in your organisation.
I'll add one more thing as well to add on to that, Nigel. It's around the people, definitely. I feel like my whole job is around change management as well. And the other thing is a key for us has been defining the experiences that we want. And then there's this 4-letter word, data. Getting that in order and getting that put together. It's, some of you might have thought of other 4-letter words, but data, they all kind of relate to that one. So. But in a financial services, we've got huge legacy systems. We'd love to be in this place where we're in the cloud. That's where we would have started. We're on the opposite end of that right now.
Yeah, I think it's something that I also hear from a lot of other Coveo customers as well. To Nigel's point, is that you're looking to do transformative work in your contact centers and really change the way that people behave, and they do their jobs every day. They'll now have access to content across many repositories that they didn't before. They're going to have to change the way they work. And so, making sure that there is some time spent in helping them understand how the change is, why the change is important. I really like the ProSci methodology. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that, but it's a methodology around change management that really helps people understand why we're doing it, giving them the knowledge they need to do it, and then creating reinforcement around why it was important. So thank you for sharing that.